Hey everybody, today we're going to be touring the very famous South of 5th neighborhood here in Miami. We're standing on the corner of 5th Street and Meridian Avenue. We're going to be walking all the way down Meridian and all the way to South Point Park, which is going to be fantastic today because it is beautiful, bright, sunny. But I want to recommend this hotel here. This is such a unique and very, very cool hotel. It's called the Meridian Hotel. It's just off to our right, 418 Meridian Avenue, and they have this really, really cool bar. It's called the Mini Bar. It's right here. I believe it's open from 5 p.m. to 2 a.m. But this thing has a really, really cool, interesting vibe. I've been here a few times with clients, so check it out. Take my recommendation. It's right off of Meridian Avenue and 5th. The Meridian Hotel and the Mini Bar. It's a really cool place. Check it out. All right, so let's go ahead and get this walk started. One of the things I really like about Meridian Avenue is you have a ton of tree cover. So as you know, it gets very, very hot here in South Florida. So if you want to live on Meridian Avenue, you're going to have this beautiful canopy pretty much all year round, providing a lot of nice shade to block you off from the sun. So this view here is looking over towards the MacArthur Causeway that will take you from downtown, or that will take you from South Beach to downtown Miami. That is also the Miami Beach Marina, which we've walked in previous walking tours, which is probably the best place to come if you want to experience an amazing sunset. Also, if you continue to walk down, you're going to run into a lot of nice restaurants, such as Joe's Stone Crab, which is very famous and sought after here. Take a look at some of the architecture on these buildings. Beautiful original Art Deco style. Also a lot of Spanish architecture. And you can see here what I mean by everything is covered under this beautiful canopy here. Once we stepped in the shade, it's probably about 10 degrees cooler. Really nice and quiet, and you're also within walking distance to Ocean Drive, which is where a lot of the nightlife is. But this is more residential, more quiet. Looks like they're renovating this. This is now 3rd Street and Meridian. Look at how beautiful that is with the backdrop of the palm trees. You can see this is more of a residential neighborhood. You have very modest and nice apartments. There's another really good restaurant right in South Point Park called Smith & Lewinsky's. And they have a really nice indoor and outdoor dining setup, which we'll check out as well. The further down we go, you're going to see a lot of the really tall high-rises that are condos and apartments. And if you live in one of those, you're going to have a really nice view, not only overlooking South Beach, but the Miami Beach Marina and downtown Miami. The best place to catch a sunset, in my opinion, if you're in the South Beach neighborhood, go all the way down through the south of 5th and go to South Point Park, and you'll be able to have this magnificent sunset overlooking Fisher Island. All right, we're here at First Street. For this video, we're going to make a left. Now, if you go down Meridian Avenue and you make a right, once you reach First Street, that's going to take you to the water. That's going to take you to the Miami Beach Marina. But for the sake of this video, we are going to cross over to Washington Avenue, and that's where you're going to see a lot of the upscale restaurants, the shops. It's really quite nice. You'll see all the valet. And in the distance, this is exactly what we were talking about. You see all of these beautiful condominiums that overlook Fisher Island and south of 5th. So once again, this is now First Street. This is the conclusion of Meridian. And we are going to walk over to Washington Avenue. It's such a nice neighborhood, very walkable, very family friendly. Look at this Vespa. All right, let's check out some of the dining options. This is Pura Vida. They have a location in Bay Harbor Island too, if you watched our Bay Harbor Island walking tour. Yeah, bicycle parking. This is pretty good to get a quick brunch, bite to eat, or a coffee. Let's go up one block. I'm actually curious to see what that restaurant is. It looks maybe Mediterranean. Ah, Mexican restaurant. Seems like pretty good outdoor dining. Was just curious to see what this restaurant was. So we're going to take Washington all the way down to South Point Park. Should take us about 5 minutes.
An umbrella or
All right, we'll cross. This guy's being nice, he's letting us go. It's quite rare to see sometimes. Another really nice color of this Vespa. If you're moving down here, it's probably the best way to get around because parking is quite hard and they will give you a ticket or tow your vehicle. And a Vespa can pretty much fit anywhere. And it gets 100 miles to the gallon. All right, Commerce Street. Here's Joe's. Right on Washington and Commerce. Look at how nice that looks with those flowers. I feel as if I should plant some of those at my house. It's a really nice setup they have. Also have really nice vehicles here at the valet. But this is a wonderful outdoor dining setup, everybody, doesn't it? Looks really, really nice. The combination of the atmosphere, the landscaping, did a very, very good job with the setup there. Okay, we are now officially coming up to South Point Drive. You're going to hear the wind pick up as we get closer to the water. So we'll take a quick lap around South Point Park And then we'll also go to the South Point Pier. And we're going to be coming up on the restaurant Smith and Wolinski, which by far has the best outdoor dining setup I had ever seen at any restaurant. Now, if you look over into the distance, that is going to be the Miami Beach Marina. You could rent boats, you could do charters, you could rent jet skis, pretty much anything you could imagine you could do there. Such a beautiful neighborhood. You just got to be careful crossing the street because there's no traffic lights, there's only stop signs. So .500 South Point. And for some perspective, this is back where we came from. This is looking north up to 5th Street. So the trolley will take you all the way down here as well. Okay, we're coming up on South Point Park, and in the distance you'll be able to see Fisher Island. All right, here we are. Welcome to South Point Park. And in the distance you have Fisher Island. And all the way in the distance past the marina, you can see the skyline of downtown Miami. The very iconic and notable Aston Martin residences. You can even see a cruise ship pulling in. There you have Fisher Island. So you have this beautiful park right on the water. Tons of activities. You can go running, cycling, jogging, pretty much anything you want. You can go boating, rent jet skis. I mean, there's so much to do. And coming up, in my opinion, is one of the best dining setups in Miami. You'll see why here in a moment. Really beautiful. You could even sit down here and watch the cruise ships go by. Let's actually turn and go out on these rocks. See if we could check out this cruise ship. Looks like it's the Carnival Cruise. I don't know how this looks on camera, but this thing is so massive in person. Holy crap. You could even see people playing basketball on the roof. Okay, here is the main Smith and Wollensky. This is probably the best outdoor dining setup in all of Miami. You're overlooking Fisher Island, and you could watch the cruise ships go in and out as you're eating your dinner. It's pretty unbelievable. They even have a bar here. What do you guys think? I think it's pretty spectacular. And if we continue down this walkway, it's going to take us all the way to the South Point Pier and the beach. But we are actually going to make this left and head back into the neighborhood. But this park has everything. It has a children's playground, everything you could really imagine. If you take a walk around the valet at the Smith & Wollensky, you'll see some pretty incredible vehicles, or just in general, cars overall. This is the main valet. Okay. This is going to be some of the main driveways to these beautiful condos here. Just really gives you a perspective of really everything the neighborhood has to offer. If you live in one of these condos or you rent one of the apartments, I mean, it's a never-ending list of activities. And the landscaping is magnificent, everything is clean, it's safe, it's beautiful. Extremely impressive, the South of 5th neighborhood. You'll never see one piece of litter, not one piece of trash, nothing. It is picture perfect. This will take us back to South Point Drive. can see some of the beautiful condos they're building here. Look at that, beautiful. Looks like they have cabanas on the roof. Head east. This is the South Point Tavern. Looks like a nice place to grab a drink, grab something to eat, with both indoor and outdoor dining options. Looks like everybody's watching the Knicks game. I forgot New York Knicks are playing. This is South Point Tavern, Miami's favorite local bar. It's open 7 days a week from 9 a.m. until 2 a.m. Happy hour is from 5 to 7 p.m. Quite nice. Coming up on the right is a lobster shack. We'll take a look at the menu because they probably have some pretty incredible lobster rolls. If you're a New Yorker, you're probably familiar with Luke's Lobster, which I think is rather expensive, but the classic lobster roll, $24.95. Honestly, this is probably in line with New York City pricing. But then again, there's a lot of New Yorkers coming down to Miami, and Miami has experienced pretty incredible growth over the last 3 to 5 years. So naturally, things have gotten more expensive, probably on parity with New York. This is coming soon. You have a pizza place. And here's the main entrance to the beach. We'll walk a little bit on the sand just so you could take a look at it. But what will also be visible is the South Point Pier. Hey. Oh. Is the South Point Pier. This looks like a concession stand. It's actually pretty cool. You can get coffee, water, tea. Now that I think of it, I don't usually see too many concession stands at beaches in Florida. you do in New York, like Jones Beach.
Straight through into the beach. Let's walk straight.
Looks like you have all these beach cabanas here. This place looks quite cool. This is Nikki Beach. And this boardwalk will go down and connect with South Point Park as well. Looks like they have a Greek restaurant to your right. And this is the main Hilton. The Hilton Bentley Miami Beach. Okay, and we are now back on Ocean Drive and First Street. All right, everybody, if you enjoyed that walking tour from Meridian Avenue and 5th down to South Point Park and around, please leave a like on the video, subscribe for more Miami walking tours. And if you need help finding a place down here in Miami, please reach out to us at the Kirsten Jordan team at Douglas Elliman, and we'd be more than happy to help you find the perfect place right here in Miami. Thanks so much for watching.